as the Tongan boys come in, get pats on the head from their support staff. So they continue. As the drums start up here at North Sydney Oval. Next game, Cook Islands. First is American Samoa. I'm joined in commentary. It's my very great pleasure to welcome today David Campbell, one of the best colour men in the business.
Yeah, good morning, Tony. It's a pleasure to be here. That last passage of play from New Guinea was extraordinary. It really gets right to the heart of what Sevens rugby is all about.
It really does, Dave. It really does. I was very impressed with that, and very exciting stuff too. Fun to call.
Yeah, the rule book goes out the window in Sevens, and anything's possible, and they really almost did pull off the great escape.
They certainly did. They defended manfully in New Guinea, and they got the rewards in the second half. Just not enough to get them over the stripe, unfortunately. There's new teams for the next game, taking the field. This is the American Samoan team in green and white. And they'll be followed out by the Cook Islands. I beg your pardon, that was the Cook Islands in green and white. American Samoa wearing red, white and blue, which of course are the colours of their national flag. We're going to go sideline to Pat McCutcheon now, who's there with the Tongan captain.
Now that's what Sevens rugby is about. Tonga just snuck away with a victory there over PNG. I'm lucky enough to be joined by the Tongan captain, John. How did that push your physical limits towards the end of the game?
It's unbelievable for our boys. This is the first thing we come in here to fight for the victory. We try to open the door for the other young brothers behind us and the local boys. That's what happened. We see what the score, and we're proud of the boys. The first thing, thanks for Heavenly Father for help us to do what we want to do.
You started that first half very fast with 3 tries.
Yeah, just
came naturally, and then the pressure was on in the second half.
It's a tough game for us against Papua, so we're happy what happened.
All right, congratulations on the win, and look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, John. As we rejoin the action, American Samoa on the attack after the Cook Islands kickoff. Spread it out to
Advantage.
number 5. That's Justin Masters. Back it goes, the other end of the pitch. Great running there by Kyron Mahia for American Samoa. Cook Islands contesting successfully at the breakdown. Number 7 for Cook Islands, that's Ross Poyer, runs into contact though. Still with the Cook Islands, they've got the overlap here. Nice quick pass out to Peter Francis Masoe. It's a familiar name.
Advantage, not through the gate.
Waikato Chiefs front rower.
Around.
Correct entry. Name Masoe. Quick play on by the Cook Islands here.
Not 10, mate, not 10 by more.
Number 2, David Laban.
Not 10 metres.
And the referee pings American Samoa for not being back to 10 metres, so good advantage there for the Cook Islands as they slow things down a bit. I've been calling completely the wrong numbers. Thanks, David Campbell, for pointing that out. Righto, we'll start again. Start again with the names. The Cook Islands take it up. Number 8, Potato Berryman, another famous name, Berryman. Oh, it could be on for the Cook Islands here. Number 10 showing some good pace, and he'll go over in the corner for the Cook Islands, Sean Fletcher. That's a lovely try. He showed good pace there, Fletcher. So the first score in this game to the Cook Islands. They take a 5-point lead over American Samoa with the kick to come. Well, Dave, nice try by the men in green.
Yeah, it was a good lead up there from Cook Islands. Probably the less fancied of the 2 teams out there. Just noticing the green versus red, white and blue evokes one of the great rivalries in Sydney rugby between Eastern Suburbs and Randwick. And hopefully we can see the ball thrown around in the spirit of the Galloping Greens. But yeah, Cook Islands, look, they'll have to be on their game today and finish the job. I think the last game we saw that complacency can get the better of them, and Tonga looked home and New Guinea came back. So let's hope it's a nice even contest again.
Thanks, Dave. Conversion unsuccessful, so a 5-0 lead to the Cook Islands, and thanks very much for the comparison, mate. Hopefully we'll see some running rugby as per the Galloping Greens. Hopefully we'll also see some obdurate and stubborn defence as per the Beasties of Eastern Suburbs. In any event, Cook Islands gets us restarted now. Nice restart.
Back.
Knocked back by the American Samoa number 2, David Laban. Back into the hands of the Cook Islands. They're looking sharp at this point, the Cook Islanders. The try scorer, Fletcher. Good pressure, though, by American Samoa. Very good defensive pressure. Shut them down completely. Drove them back a good 25 metres and draw the penalty. So they will gain possession,
Mark.
you would think, from this penalty. Cook Islands not releasing on the ground. The quick tap taken by number 7, Ross Poyer. Looking for space now, American Samoa. A little goose step there, running into his own man, cramping him on the outside. Back it comes though. American Samoa has got the overlap. If they shift it, they don't. Number 2 is going to go on his own. Quick ball back to number 7. Out to his winger. Number 12, Peter Francis Masoe.
Knock on blue, Moisey. Knock on blue.
Little knock on by blue, as we heard from the referee. Cook Islands scrum. About 15 out from their try line.
Green scrum.
Yeah, Tone, this looks like a traditional arm wrestle. It's not the flying rugby of the previous games. And both teams reluctant to really throw the ball around. They probably don't look like they've got the speed as well. It's going to be played up the middle and through the forwards.
Crouch.
Yeah, we haven't seen any blinding speed out there at the moment.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Fairly evenly matched at scrum time. Play on, says the referee. No knock on. Number 7 for the Cook Islands attempting to run it out from his try line now. He takes it into contact. They're holding him up, though, the American Samoan defenders. Now it's to deck. Play on, says the ref. Hint of offside there. Well, in fact,
Side.
Cook Islands draw the penalty. American Samoa offside. Cook Islands move it quickly now. Here's Fletcher again, the try scorer. Out to his winger. Laubert might see some pace on offer. But the American Samoan defender has gathered him up.
That's Masters.
Back.
Masters for the Cook Islands.
It's isolated. Back to Fletcher.
Fletcher working now, flirting with the touchline. Out to number 2. Drake, his captain, Ashley Drake.
Play on.
Play on. It's a bit helter-skelter now. They've lost a bit of structure, but the Cook Islands runner has been put into space. He could go all the way, this young man, if he's got the pace. It's a lovely step, and he's fallen over, unfortunately, but he's got a runner. He's been gathered in by the American Samoan defence. Play on, says the referee. Small knock on there by the Cook Islander. Well, that was
Scrum.
number 12 for the Cook Islands. Kyron Mahia set sail for the try line, but he was gathered in by the American Samoan defence. So Cook Islands looking fairly sharp at this stage of the game, Dave.
Yeah, they are. They look the stronger of the two. They're playing with a bit more patience and a bit more support play. American Samoa look like they're haven't quite formulated the game plan as such. Noticing the Cook Islands playing with 2 captains out there today. Kalatu and Ashley Drake.
Are we replacing?
Bolstering up the leadership group.
Captain, vice-captain, 2 captains. I suppose it all works.
That's Sevens rugby, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Yeah, Sydney certainly come to party on this lovely day. 21 degrees here. And ripe for running rugby.
Conditions could not be any better, folks. The punters continue to pour through the turnstiles here at North Sydney Oval. I dare say we'll see a lot of the Islander families and supporters once church gets out. Probably towards the early afternoon.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
All right. Ball comes back for American Samoa from the scrum. They'll try and run it out of their 22. But the Cook Islands working hard in defence and covering them and shutting them down quite effectively. That's good D on the American Samoan ball carrier. And Cook Islands, in fact, have pinched it. Now, we need some support in there from his other teammates wearing green. But they draw the penalty. Side entry from the American Samoan. Great attacking opportunity for the Cook Islands here. Number 7,
That's time now.
Koyatu, one of the captains, had the
Maxia.
ball in hand there, but he gives it up to number 6, Tiakina Munga.
So
What will Munga do with it? There's the quick tap. Fakes to the right, moves to the left, back to 7. The wide ball. As the halftime hooter sounds in the background, Cook Islands desperately love to get another try on the board before half-time, but in fact it comes back. American Samoa with possession now. Just don't seem to have the speed to get out of their 22, Dave.
No, they look a bit disjointed here. They're playing a bit of one-outmanship. They'll have a chance to regroup at half-time. It looked like a sort of semi-rehearsed set move from Cook Islands there just before the passage, but that's going to take us through to half-time, and the Cook Islands 5, American Samoa 0.
Well, there was something on there for Samoa right at the end, American Samoa right at the end there, a little loop around in the pass, but the pass didn't go to hand. They knocked it on, which ended the half. Sorry to cut you off there, Dave.
No, there was a lot more grinding rugby that we haven't seen today. I don't know whether it's fitness or playing in the forwards. It's been tighter. I think American Samoa have a lot to improve on. I thought Cook Islands probably played to the game plan that was formulated earlier. And I'm interested to see what American Samoa can come up with in the second half.
Of course, huge New Zealand influence in this Cook Island side. Most of them, I believe, probably living in New Zealand at the moment. So a lot of rugby experience out there.
That's all right.
And some quite famous names, like I mentioned before, in the Cook Islands side and the American Samoan side. Masoe, Berryman, etc. So half-time now as we go into the American Samoan huddle. We're discussing tactics. I fancy they'd be a little bit disappointed with their first half effort.
Yeah, I mean, the precedent was set earlier today by their neighbouring island, Samoa itself. And they played a very razzle-dazzle, tight, well-executed round of rugby. But I don't think American Samoa are without hope here in the second half, Tone. I think, I just don't think it went to plan. I don't think many things came off, but look, they're not a bad outfit, and there's lots of improvement left in them.
Absolutely correct. We'll see what happens in the second half as the reserves leave the track and we get ready.
I'd say one thing they might come into is the importance of goal kicking. We've seen a lot of rushed and missed kicks earlier today. I think the 2-point conversions are going to be very valuable in this second half for both teams.
I agree, Dave. Part of the game that's not commented on a lot, the conversions, but they're certainly a point-scoring option that is important. As the Cook Islands move it out along the back line, American Samoan defence working well though. They've held him up. The maul is called. Cook Islands need to clear it or they're going to lose it, and in fact they have. Taken into the maul, too upright in the contact there, that Cook Islands player. American Samoan defence did well to hold him up and force the turnover.
Yeah, it's a prime opportunity for American Samoa. Right in front of the sticks, only about probably 35 metres out. They set a fairly deep back line in the red, white and blue.
Engage.
Ross Poyer, the American Samoan scrum half, gets it out to his backs. Now in the hands of Vaki. Back to Masoe. It's had a busy game, Masoe. Cook Islands working hard at the breakdown. Ball's out, says the referee. Back it comes for the Cook Islands. Could be on here. No, big tackle by the American Samoan number 2. That's David Laban. Out along the back line for the Cook Islands. They need to shift it quickly here. The spot tackle missed by the American Samoan defender as he slowly gets to his feet. Is this Fletcher again? To number 2, that's Ashley Drake, the captain. Another pass to number 12, Kyron Mahia. And he will go over in the corner for the Cook Islands' second try. Kyron Mahia. Well, some good continued phase play there by the Cook Islands, and they've been rewarded with the try.
Yeah, look, it all started way back, and again, American Samoa didn't make most of their opportunities down in their own half. Good build-up by Cook Islands. Their support play's been the standout today. And Kyron Mahia, he's been pretty influential for most of the match and deserved the 5-pointer.
14 seconds or 15 seconds.
Yeah, he did well, Mahia. It's a nice try. As number 7, Koiatu kicks the successful conversion. They take a 12-0 lead over American Samoa.
Much better kick from the co-captain from Cook Islands.
If you've just joined us, welcome to North Sydney Oval for the IRB Oceania Sevens Rugby World Cup qualifying tournament. American Samoa playing the Cook Islands. Cook Islands in green, American Samoa in their red, white and blue. The high restart by the Cook Islands team. It's been gathered in though by number 3, Okasini for American Samoa. They're spreading it wide. It's a lovely pass. All the way out to the winger. Nice footwork. Cook Islands not shirking the defensive work though. The ball goes to ground. And there's a penalty for American Samoa. The Cook Islander defender not rolling away. American Samoa plays on quickly. They've got a 3-on-1 this side. They get it wide. He's thrown it forward straight into the hands of the Cook Islander. So it'll be a Cook Island scrum and feed.
They had the numbers there and they butchered it. 3-on-1, the ball needed to go quickly.
They did. Number 7 for American Samoa, Ross Poyer. A little mistake there by him.
Number 9. Time is off now. Number 9. 9.
Substitutions made for American Samoa. Number 8 taking the field. That's Jeffrey Rowe.
Up you come. You need to bind on your hooker, please. Thank you. Crouch. Touch.
5'8" Donna standing directly behind the scrum.
Engage.
Goes the short side. Cook Islands halfback. Nice little kick. It's been gathered up by American Samoa. And they work well to get out of their 22 and into a bit of space. He's brought down from behind, though, the Samoan player.
That was Okasini, good run. He's there to gather as well.
Play on. Poor ball handling from American Samoa. And the Cook Islands draws the penalty for American Samoa not releasing. The quick tap. Need to shift it left quickly. Number 1 for the Cook Islands goes for a gallop on his own. And he steps out of one tackle. Continues to go. Can he go all the way? They're going to bring him down short. About 5 metres out. Another Cook Islands
You're
penalty.
on your feet, have to go through the gate.
That was big Sailosi Nangi for the Cook Islands. Lovely ball to number 10. Sean Fletcher goes over for his second try for the Cook Islands. They move into a 17-point lead, 7-0 over American Samoa with a kick to come. Well, a big run by number 1, Sailosi Nangi for the Cook Islands resulted in the score to Sean Fletcher.
Yeah, he's a big fella. He backed himself, took on the defence and almost pretty much got the job done. Fletcher was on hand there, though, for his second try. And once again, we see Cook Islands making the most of the ball in hand.
The captain, Koiatu, adding the extra points, 19-0 to the Cook Islands. Well, they came very close to knocking off Samoa yesterday, which we were surprised to see. Only going down, the Cook Islands, only going down 26-24 to Samoa, not American Samoa, the team they're playing now, but the, of course, the other island nation of Samoa. Little knock on by American Samoa there. Well, their ball handling's let them down, Dave Campbell.
Scrum.
Oh, it has. They've played a lot of one-outmanship. I think just the basics have abandoned American Samoa today.
Mark.
Back to Cook Islands. They've got a few things going for them. One, they've been underestimated by a lot of opposition. And they seem to be building as the game goes on.
Touch.
Indeed, I think there's a tendency in sevens when you get behind by a few tries to really try and make something happen. Of course, that's when mistakes happen. You see it all the time in 15s rugby. In sevens, the mistakes are accentuated, perhaps even a bit more glaring. The ball comes forward in the tackle out of the Cook Islands' hands into the hands of American Samoa. They desperately need a try at this point, American Samoa, but you would think the game's out of their hands at this point.
2 knock-ons, first by green, then by blue.
They haven't looked like scoring.
No, they haven't looked like scoring. You're absolutely right.
That pitch is really
Not one of their possessions has resulted in
Just look for left foot,
anything
front of
terribly
right foot, left
exciting.
foot, front of right foot.
But that's a credit to the Cook Islands defence, of course, and their structure, playing a much more structured game at the moment.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Out it comes. For American Samoa. What can they do with it now? The goose step in space. Nobody around him. Didn't really impress anybody. Still on his feet though. American Samoan number 12 showing good strength. That's Peter Marsoe. He's probably been their best out there today, Dave.
Yeah, he has. He's been in the thick of the action. Should pretty much have Cook Islands got one more left in them.
Well, the full-time hooter has sounded. They'd like to score another try here. It could have a bearing on if they go through or not. The small knock on by the Cook Islands will signal full-time in this match as they win it over American Samoa, 19 points to 0.
Yeah, it was a bit of a slugfest out there, Tony. I think Cook Islands did what they had to do. American Samoa, they'll be somewhat disappointed, I think, with their performance there today. But the team in green will be an interesting one to watch as this day progresses.
Well, we just heard from the ground announcer that the Cook Islands this win moves them into a semi-final with Samoa, who beat them by only 2 points yesterday.
Yeah, that should be most entertaining.